Hey YouTube, welcome back to the channel. On today's video, we're going to show you how to remove this rear bumper on a 2014 Nissan Sentra. Not too hard, not too difficult, but I'm going to show you what we need to do. And the first thing we need to do is remove this black trim piece right there. We have a couple push-in clips that we need to remove to get that off. This is the push-in clip here. It has a center that you pull up, get a little screwdriver under there and pry it up, and then you can pull the entire clip out of the panel. And there's where the first one is located, and then on the other side there is another one, and that's all it takes to get those out. And then you just need to give this a little tug. I've already removed this panel and this bumper so I can show you how, but you just give it a little wiggle and tug and it comes right off. And then you can set that aside and move on to the next thing. So this interior panel on the left side is out in the way. We need to remove it to get to the tail light. So another push-in clip there, and then up top and down below, pry the center out, pull the clip out, and then you can move this panel aside and access the tail light. In order to remove the bumper, you need to remove the tail light. So there is two 10mm bolts that attach this tail light. There's one there, and then there's one right there. So just a socket and a 10mm, and you can remove those. Now you need to pull this tail light out. It has a slide, so you need to slide it back towards the back of the vehicle. I'm going to show you how to do that here. I have a plastic tool to pry the tail light and pop it loose. You don't want to use a steel, you will break this tail light. The first time you remove it's going to be a little bit more difficult, so I just put it on the edge there and pull back on it or pry back on it, and it should pop loose. And then you have a wiring harness that is attaching the tail light. There's the slide. I'm showing you the slide and how it slides in. There's one of the prongs slides into that retainer right there. And that's usually the difficult part to get that pop loose. And there's the prong itself. So now we'll unhook the wiring harness. There is the clip plug, wiring harness plug that we need to remove. And there's just a little tab there that you need to push down, and you can pull that loose and unhook it. And then they have a grommet that's into the back of the body panel that you can pull through. I'm going to pull it through this side here to remove that taillight completely, and then just tuck it away in the trunk. Okay, so now that we've got the taillight removed, we're going to expose some fasteners. The first is a 10mm bolt that bolts the bumper onto the body. There's one on each side, and then there's another one of those clips that clips the bumper to a bracket. So you remove that, come around to the left side here. We're going to look in the wheel well, and we will see a Torx bit that fastens the end of this bumper. Right there is the location, and there is the Torx bit. I believe it is a 15. So remove that, and then there's two more fasteners underneath the back of this bumper. I'll show you the location here. Right underneath the bumper, I'm not going to crawl underneath it, but one of these clips goes right under there into the rebar, the reinforcement bar. It's easily accessed, and you can pop the center out of those clips and pull those clips loose. And then this bumper, once you've done the other side, is free to come loose. And I'm going to show you here, there is a retainer bracket that locks this bumper into place. So I'm just giving a little tug on the front portion of it and working my way back, and it comes loose. Now let me give you a look at the retainer bracket there. Well, these are the holes, and what those little tabs do is they lock into a bracket that's attached to the body of the vehicle. So there is 2 or 3 retainers here where the bumper locks into these retaining brackets that are on the body of the vehicle. So you have to snap those loose, and then this bumper will come off. Okay, so that's it for removing the bumper on this Nissan Sentra 2014. Showing you there's a good look at the retaining bracket. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please like and subscribe. We'll see you next time.